Hello and welcome to the show. It's time for Chain of Command Dispatches from the Great War, or in other words, cocking up through the mud and the blood. It's the turn of the German Imperial Army now as they attack a British strongpoint. The Germans will be entering the table from the right hand side as we look, and the British defending two strongpoints on the left hand side of the table. The British trench system has undergone some heavy bombardment, which has allowed the Germans to enter the saps to the right hand side of the table. Moving along trenches and over the areas of the craters will be classed as broken ground. Trenches and large shell craters are heavy cover, and the bunker will be super heavy cover. The latter will mean that sixes will only cause a point of shock. Grenades can be used at close range when troops are positioned next to the bunker though. German briefing. Task: clear the enemy machine gun positions fast. Troops available. Detachment headquarters: Lieutenant, 1 sniper. 1 section, 7 bombers. 2 section, 7 bombers. 3 section, LMG, 3 riflemen. British briefing. Task: first line of trenches lost. Reserves preparing counterattack. Delay the German advance for as long as possible. Troops available: 1 sergeant, 2 HMG teams. The German force morale will be on 9 and the British on 7. The British will also only have 4 chain of command dice to reflect the size of their detachment. There is no patrol phase for this scenario. The 2 British positions for their HMGs will be in the large shell scrape on the left hand side of the table and the big concrete bunker. There are 2 German jump off points on the right hand side of the table. These are 2 saps from the British trench position. Other points to note: both HMGs will have a 90-degree angle of fire from their positions, and the trenches leading up to all of the strong points are covered by chemin de frise. These will be impassable to the German troops. There are a few duckboards around the battlefield, so these can also be used to cross some of the broken terrain. This is the right hand German jump off position, just at the edge of the British sap as it moves forward. That is the British bunker, where 1 team will be deployed with the troop sergeant. And then the back left as we look now is the 2nd HMG team, which is on a little bit of high ground above that trench system here. That's the chemin de frise, and there in the centre and over there on the right. And back over here is the left hand sap and jump off for the Germans. Okay, the Germans are starting. They are the attackers. 2 chain of command dice. 2, 2, 4. On the first 2, one of the German sections will deploy. They can deploy up to 9 inches from the jump off point, so they can come in here. All of these are bombers. And on the second 2, the other section will do exactly the same. They're just going to make sure they've got a bit of cover here before they get into the broken ground where the shell craters are. Okay, British phase 5, 1, 3, 3. Well, the HMG can be activated by the junior leader in the bunker, and they're going to fire on the left hand German section as we look now. Okay, it's 10 dice. Hitting on a 4, 5, 6. That's good shooting. And it is 5 shock, 6 kill because they're in the trench. So that's 1 shock, but 1 shock, 1 kill. Is the kill on the junior leader? No. And on the other 3, the HMG on the right hand side will fire at the right hand German section. 4, 5, 6 hit. Again is 3 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock. Right, German phase. A double phase, very handy. 3-3-3. So looking at the ground here, the plan will be for the two sections to flank the bunker and shell scrape, and meanwhile, as soon as we can, we're going to deploy the German LMG and sniper into the centre ground to try and give suppressive fire whilst the stormtroopers move around to the flank to try and get their grenades up close. See how that goes. So on this 3, the junior leader will take off that point of shock, and he's going to move the section up to the edge of the trench here, which they do. Can't afford to get out into that light cover at the moment. Whereas the other section, I think they are, I think they're just going to close up. Well, no, actually what they're going to do is take a point of shock off. They're going to go for it and try and get into this trench here. They go 5. They've got a double phase. So next phase, oh, another double phase. Well, this is good news. So they will continue to move to try and get into that trench, and they go another 8. In fact, they're not going to go into that trench because they need to flank, so they're going to continue going over this way. There'll be light cover. There's no point going over there if they've got to go to the right flank anyway. On the 3, this team will need to get into this trench, so they're going to have to come across here. They go 9. Which gets the front of them in, and the rest will be crossing over that dangerous bit of ground. But they have that double phase. Okay, they don't anymore. They're on 3 chain of command dice, 2, 3, 4. They still haven't got any teams out for the gun and the sniper, which is bad news. However, on a 2, this team will continue to make their way down here. They go 7. And they are now safely, as much as you can be, in that hard cover. So they've dashed forward pretty well there. And this section will continue. They get 7. And interestingly, this section have just gone out of arc from the bunker. So they are quids in already. They might even be able to take it out without any suppressive fire from anything else. Okay, British phase. 1, 1, 2, 5. So that's quite simple. I'm going to get the gunners to fire, obviously. Unfortunately for this section, they are now in line of sight from both gun positions, one in the shell crater and one in the bunker. Do the shell crater first, hitting on 4, 5, 6. That's 6 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. 2 points of shock. And the other gun from the bunker is another 4 points of another 4 hits, and just another point of shock. So the Germans are doing well there. 1 chain of command dice are up to 4. 1, 1, 4, 4. Okay, on the 1, the sniper will deploy. in this trench here, and he will fire at the bunker. Right, according to the chain of command rules, he 1 dice 6, hitting on a roll of 3 or more, so he just about hits. But he can still only shock on a 6, I guess. Yeah, he's firing at the bunker. It's difficult. Oh, well, there we go. Now it's double shock from a sniper, I think. So that's them on 2. So the bunker immediately takes 2 points of shock. Fantastic firing from the sniper. Now, I think I've actually messed up with the dice here, because the other section, German section, they're not a team, they're a section, and could have deployed on a 2 or 3. So I've messed that. And there we go. Germans are in a bit of bother behind their jump off points, but there we are. So be it. British phase. 1 5. 1 2 3. So the 1 will be the HMG in the bunker. Right, I'm going to add the 1 and 3 together to make 4. So the sergeant in the bunker will take off those 2 points of shock and get the gun to fire. So the only target they can see is this section here. So it's 10 dice, on a 4, 5, 6. So that is 5 hits, and it's 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 kill. Is that on the junior leader? It is. What's happened to him? He is wounded, and it's another 3 points of shock. They're on 6. It's a bad things happen. Junior leader being hit is 5. And that's 1 point, so the Germans are on 8 force morale. The other 2 I can't use for the British. German phase. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Right, so on the 2, the LMG section will deploy from this point here. And to be honest, I've got to get them up there before they can start firing, I think. Okay, on the other, on the 3, this section here is going to snuggle up here, and they're going to break off and try and get around to the left-hand side of that gun position. They go 7. They don't go 7. Right, they've got a problem here. Oh dear. Right. They've got 6 shock, so I'm going to have to... yeah, I'm going to take a point of shock off. He's only got 1 command initiative, so they're in trouble. I didn't think I'd have to do it, but the lieutenant is going to deploy. Right, the lieutenant's just deployed. I've allowed him to snuggle past that section there. He's got to get up to this section and try and give him a bit of help taking that shock off, otherwise they're going to get absolutely hammered there. On the 1, the sniper will again activate and fire at the bunker. These 3 are about to hit, so he does. He needs a 6 to do anything useful. Oh, I can't believe that, he's got another 6. So those 2 points of shock go straight back on. Right, British phase. Chain of command dice, 2, 2, 3. Right, 2 and 2 added together, make a 4. Platoon sergeant will take off that 2 points of shock and get the gun to fire at this section. 4, 5, 6. That is crunching 7 hits, 5 shock, 6 kill. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 2 kill, no shock. Is one of the kills on the junior leader. It's not this time. Right, they're getting whittled down. So they've got 6 in total with 5 shocks, so they're okay for the moment. However, on the 3, the junior leader here will activate the gun and they will fire. Now, I haven't been playing this before. I'd forgotten for the guns. Jammed. They've got 3 hits, but it's jammed. 5 shock, 6 kill. Another kill. Is it on the junior leader? It is. Well, he's gone. That's it. He's killed. Bad things happen. A 1, that is another point of force morale gone. So they're on 7. Right, Germans are in a bit of bother now. 3 chain of command points. So they got a whole dice and 1. Right, on a 2 then, this section will continue to move around to the flank. And they go 4. And the 1, the sniper will fire again. So he needs a 3 to hit, 3 or above to hit. Yes, he does. I can't believe it. He cannot get another 6 again. No, he doesn't. Right, British phase. Chain of command dice. They're on 5. 2, 4, 4. Right, on the 4 then, the platoon sergeant in the bunker will get the gun to fire at this section here. 5, 6 to hit. Oh, here we go. Looks like they're going to be jammed as well. 3 hits, and it's jammed. Oh, critical timing. Right, what's the damage though? 5 shock, 6 kill. That's another shock. So up to 6. And another kill. There's no junior leader now. So they are now 4 with 6, so they're pinned. And there's nothing else the British can do this go. Right, Germans. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 6 does nothing. Right, I think I'm going to have to add the 1 and 3 together and get the lieutenant to move up here and try and help this section out. He goes 8. I probably should have... No, doesn't quite get there actually. I don't want him out in the open here. So that wasn't brilliant. On the 1 and 2 added together, the junior leader here will get them to run. Wow, look at that. They'll take a point of shock. But I think that basically means they're going up for the bunker, obviously. I think next go they can getting in there and get some grenades in. Right, British phase. 5 chain of command dice, so they have a 4 dice now, and 2 4s. Okay, unfortunately for the British, the bunker doesn't know the Germans are behind them, so they're going to continue firing at this section here. Platoon sergeant will get them to fire. They've got to unjam first, so they need a 5, 6. Yes, they've got it. So it's 8 dice. 4, 5, 6 to hit. 3 hits. And it's 1 shock, 1 kill. So there's now 3 with 7 shock. So this section is virtually useless. German phase. Okay, 3 1s and a 3. All right, so I think what these guys are going to do is move up with 1 dice and then throw with half effect, I'm thinking. So they get up to the bunker. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 3 bombs. All right, so there's 9 dice hitting on a 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And they're counted as being in the open. So that is 2 kill. Is that on a leader? It is. 1, 2, 3, it's the junior leader. No, it's the sergeant. What's happened to him? He is wounded. Bad things happen for the sergeant. 5. And that's 2 points off force morale, and the British are on 5. Right, that was the 2 1s added together. The 1 and the 3 will activate the senior leader. He will go 6. And he hasn't quite made it. So the 1, he can take off 2 points of shock, I guess. Takes them down to 5. British phase. 6 does nothing, 2 chain of command points and a 3. Right, so I'm thinking that this section here, or gun, is going to turn and fire with half effect because they've moved at the Germans at the bunker. So they're jammed at the moment. Nope. Nope. Yes, so they fired. Just got to take that one off. I forgot that one. And they are. Yeah, 2 dice. That's 1 hit and no effect. Dear oh dear. Right, the Germans are going to pay a chain of command dice and get 2 extras. Oh, now this is interesting. End of turn. 1 chain of command point. And 2, 3, 3. Right, on one of the 3s then, the LMG section is going to get up here, get the gun set up. Yes, they easily go there, so the gun can go at the front. And to be honest, there's nobody else really, well perhaps I'll allow 1 rifle to be firing next time. But the rest of them haven't got a position to get into without exposing themselves. Who misses. And on the other 3, this section here is going to get all the bombs going in this time. It's 18 dice, hitting on a 4, 5, 6. And this could be a wipeout. Whoa, look at that. That is 4 kills and 3 shock. Is the kill on a leader? It is. 1, 2, 3, junior leader. No, it's a senior leader again. What's happened to him? He's killed. Things happen for a senior leader is 4. That's 2 points. The British are on 3 force morale. There's 1 operator on the gun and 1 junior leader left, so they're pinned anyway. Now that was the end of turn. There's no overwatch, there's no bombardment or anything, so straight on to the next German phase. And they get another one. This is looking bad for the British. 2 and 4. Okay, on the 4, the senior leader will take off 3 points of shock. So they're on 2. They are now not pinned. I guess they're just going to throw some more bombs in. A tough nut to crack, but this should surely finish them off. There's only 2 of them in there. Oh, God, look at that. Well, I mean, it's 6 shock. There's only 2 of them in there. They're up to 9 shock. They're broken. So I guess, I don't know, what do they do? Surrender? I'm not quite sure about that. They can't run away because the Germans are here. So I'm going to say that this section has been neutralised. Gun is out of action. There's a bad thing that's happened for a section routing. 1. And the British are on 2 force morale. Right, German phase, 2 chain of command. 6 does nothing, 2 and 4. Okay, on the 2, the gun LMG here will fire at the British gun in the shell scrape over there. 6 dice, hitting on 5, 6. 1 hit, and it's jammed. After all of that, getting into action and jams first time. and it's 5 shock, 6 kill, no effect. Absolutely rubbish. They do actually have one rifleman who also hits on a 5-6, no effect in there. So that section is useless. Right, on the 4, I guess it's 2 points of shock taken off here, and this section, what's left of them, will continue its merry way down the trench. They go 9. In position for a bomb. Right, German phase again. 1, 1, 3, 4. Right, well, this section here, I know we've got the flanking one on the left, but they're depleted, so this section is going to carry on working its way around here, I think. I go 5. They're in hard cover now from that gun. On the 3, this section will activate 1 rifle and 1 LMG. See if the LMG can unblock. Yes. So he fires with 5 dice, 5, 6. That's a cracking 3 hits. And it's hard cover. 1 shock, 1 kill is the kill on the junior leader. It isn't. So just to keep things interesting, I'll move the lieutenant up here. He usually gets up there and he'll tell them to move or continue moving around to the left. They go another 5. British phase, they're down to 2 dice now, a 1 and a 3. Right, the junior leader will activate, he'll take off that point of shock and he will fire at the German section. All 5, 6 to hit. Cracking hit. And it's 5 shock, 6 kill. Oh dear, 1 shock. German phase. Double phase. Chain of command, point 1 and 4. Now, we haven't had much from the sniper recently, so he's going to get involved and take a pot shot at the gun in the shell crater. Needs a 3 to hit. He gets a 4. And the effect is a miss. Alright, again, the lieutenant will shuffle up until this section, what's left of it, to move again. Right, the Germans just moved 4 out from the trench here into this area of shell craters, so they expose themselves to the British, but the British are looking the other way, so they might be lucky. Right, next phase for the Germans, they are going to spend another chain of command dice, so they've got 0 left now, adding 2 dice. Oh look, another double phase, and that does nothing. 2, 2, 4. Right, on the 2 then, these guys are going to move forward as far as they can. They've got to be within 11 for their bombs, and so if they get into this area here, they can just about do that. They go 8. Or less 1 because of that shock actually. And they're just outside of range. Right, on the other 2 then, the LMG and 1 rifleman will fire here. Okay, LMG first is, wow. Oh no, it's 5s and 6s hit, just 2 hits. And the rifle, no. Any effect, 1 shock. And same again, the lieutenant will move up to the edge of the area there, which he just about does, tell them to move. And they'll go another 7. Picking their way across the duckboards there. So the British gun is getting flanked on both sides at the moment. Right. Oh, look at that. Another double phase. Well, yeah, I'm not allowing another double phase, so that's ridiculous. So I'm just going to roll them again. So 3 2s and a 4. So this section will move up to there, take off 1, 4 inches is enough, and they are in bombing position for the next go. LMG and 1 rifleman will fire here. LMG, 2 hits. 1 rifle, no, there's a useless rifleman there. Ow, and 2 kill, look at that, wow. Is it on the junior leader? It is. What's happened to him? He's wounded. Bad things happen. No effect. I keep getting the senior leader to shuffle these guys along because they haven't got a junior leader. I don't know whether I need to do that. I'm assuming there can be a supernumerary leader in there anyway. So they're just going to crack on their own. Right, British phase. They've only got 2 dice. 6 does nothing. A 5 is a chain of command point, which does not a lot for them. Oh dear. Well, they're going to have to play a chain of command dice now. They've got 1, and they are going to probably have a last huzzah. He's wounded. So the gun here will be firing with 10 dice, getting on a 4, 5, 6. And it's 5 shock, 6 kill, so that's 1 shock, 1 kill. Is it on the junior leader? It is. Oh dear. And what's happened to him? He's wounded. Bad things happened for the Germans. 5. Minus 1 point, and the Germans are on 6 force morale. Okay, German phase. There we go. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so this section is going to throw its grenades. It's got 1, 2, 3, 6 less 1 is 5. So it's 15 dice going into this shell crater. I'm giving it as a confined space. Pretty woeful throwing there. They've got bags of grenades, these guys, which is good. And it's in the open, which is 3 shock. So they're up to 4. And there is 4 of them. Right, on the 3 then, the LMG will continue firing. And 1 hit, but jammed. Rifleman. No. What's the effect? No effect. Well, I guess on the 1, the sniper will have another pop shot. Yes, he's hit. Now it's 5 shock, 6 kill. He can kill 5, right? And that's 2 points of shock then. And they're up to 6. There is 4 of them, so they're pinned. This time the lieutenant will move because he needs to get this gang moving. He goes 6. He's within range of them, so he's going to tell them to move. They go 9. And they're in bombing position. British phase. Right. Right, they're in a bit of a disaster here. It's only one command initiative. You can't really take any shock off. They're pinned. So I guess they're going to have to fire at half effect at that group there after the shock's taken off. So normally 10, less 3 is 7. Half that, I think it's rounded up. I'm going to give them 4. 4, 5, 6 to hit. 2 hits. 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 kill. Is it the junior leader? It's not. Okay, German phase. 6 does nothing. 5, 2, 3, 4. Right, on a 2, then I guess this section, what's left of them, can activate. I'm going to give them hopefully the coup de grace. storming at the back. These guys haven't seen them, so there's 9 dice hitting on a 4, 5, 6. That's 4 hits, and that is 3 kill and 1 shock. Is the kill on the junior leader? It's not, so the gun team's wiped out. The shock goes with him, and that is that. Right, so there we have it. That was a successful assault by the stormtroopers there. We had a right flanking move. They took out the British pillbox bunker on the right and then went around to the other position, but it actually was the left-hand section, what was left of it, that finished them off. So good effort by them. The lieutenant did a good job on the left-hand side, geeing them up, moving them forward. The LMG section finally got into action. Not that useful. But the sniper over here did some very good suppression, certainly of the bunker to start with, and also of the shell scrape in the back left as he looks at the moment. So overall, I think quite a good attack, although they did take a few casualties. German debrief. Task: enemy machine gun positions taken. Prepare for British counterattack. Casualties: 1 junior leader killed, 6 soldiers killed. If this was the campaign, after winning the battlefield, then 1 soldier would return the scenario after next. The rest will be immediately available. British debrief. Task: enemy have taken the trenches and secured the bunker. Casualties: 1 senior leader killed, 1 junior leader and 1 soldier captured, 6 soldiers killed. After losing the battlefield, 3 soldiers will remain killed, 2 will return the scenario after next, and 2 would return immediately. I enjoyed that little attack by the stormtroopers there. Clearly they outnumbered the British, but it was more of getting the training right for the stormtroopers with the tactics, and I think I did in general. Perhaps I should have got the suppression groups on sooner than the assaulting groups. I had a bit of a mix-up with the double phases there, but I think I got around it, and I don't think it mattered overall for the game. There's one more training scenario for the Imperial Army in the Stout Hearts and Iron Troopers supplement, which is an attack on an entrenched position. Hopefully you can join me then. If you haven't already done so, grateful for a sub. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.